Hello, my name is Portia Cox. I'm in Dr. Steve Herrera's Communication 101, and my informative topic lecture is on the topic hashtag. Throughout this speech, we're going to tackle the question, what is a hashtag in plain language, as well as how a hashtag is used to engage with others in social media sites. I would like to explain to you about the three main aspects of a hashtag. First, the history of where and when it originated from. Second, how it was adopted into a new way of verbiage to communicate in a nonverbal but yet word-expressive context, and social media sites to engage with groups rather than one singular person and or topic. Then finally, I would explain how the modern use of a hashtag has taken the once intellectual communicative tool to process architecture and internal computer programming to the basic nature of everyday simple, undermined passive form to communicate with one another. By studies of social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, just to name a few, they all have a common trend in describing today's youth and younger adults. The common similarity is that they have been able to adapt using a meta-linguistic form of communication, such as creating GIFs or urban slang acronyms like TGIF, and my personal favorite, the hashtag, to correlate with one another. For those of you not familiar with the term meta-linguistic, it's a way to describe someone that can decode or easily pick up all types of oral and written language. Meta is an ancient Greek term meaning beyond, assuming that would be the skill set of language learning. This is where the idea came from, as one marketing analyst said to himself, how can we evolve what's old into something new to use resourcefully, but allowing the younger generation to keep it generating? This analyst was Chris Messina, also known as the guy who was responsible for taking the pound sign and turning it into the phenomenal hashtag. I would first like to discuss the history of when and where the hashtag originated from. It was known to be the first in the UK year 1970. The name of the hashtag symbol we refer to it as was and still is considered to be a pound sign. The UK set up this coding to communicate and share technological information to highlight a special meaning and or address when using programs and software, like the earliest model of the PDP-11. When the pound sign was placed next to a symbol or a number, it would create a saved document to refer to in future use of communicating and storing information gathered. Now that we know where the hashtag originated from, I would like to secondly inform you of how it was adopted into the US and then used in social media. The pound sign was adopted in the US in 1988 for use within the IRC, Internet Relay Chat, facilities to communicate in the form of text. The desired use for the pound sign from IRC was to share and communicate same topics within a large group in live time in discussion forums and data transfers, including sharing to labeled groups, using the pound sign prior to the title of the discussion or before a numerical message. The pound sign in the IRC inspired computer analyst, marketing blogger, and social media guru to formulate a study by releasing a tweet in a format with a suggested topic and placing the hashtag before the overall subject, using it as reference, such as the first ever hashtag. He, the infamous Messina, tweeted on August 23rd, 2007, asking viewers, followers of the social media app, how do you feel about using hashtag for group discussion, as in quotation hashtag barcamps ... Immediately following suit, a phenomenon was taking place in modern society in the way we emerge into this new genre of communicating using a non-verbal simple pound sign hashtag before a main discussion and or linking topics. Now you are informed of how a hashtag adopted into our social media, the context and everyday tool in communicating with one another. I would finally like to share with you who uses the hashtags and where you use the hashtag. Hashtags are popular amongst all ages but favored by the youth. Most Instagram recent study as January 2018, the statistics show the share of adults in the US who are using Instagram is photo sharing and hashtagging. Ages 18 to 29 scored the highest with 64%, and the lowest was ages 68 and up to 10%. Hashtags are used to discuss topics of any quoted anything quotation mark, and when I mean anything, nothing is off limits. The hashtag was so popular that it was added into the Oxford Dictionary in 2008 and into Scrabble Dictionary in 2014. Described as a word or phrase preceded the symbol hashtag that classified or categorizes the accompanying text, such as tweets. Over 800 million monthly active users worldwide and about 500 million daily active hashtagging, and over 110 million active Instagram users viewing hashtags forums. Along with Instagram, the other social networks that rely on the use of hashtags are Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Tumblr, Pinterest, YouTube, Kickstarter, Flickr, GitHub, and Google+. Even marketers are using this new tool to advertise new product and introduce sales to consumers, such as and not limited to the #1 viewed Instagram page and hashtag with popular demands for more is the National Geographic. Following that, well, of course, it's hashtag the Kardashians, hashtag I'm over it, hashtag overrated. Which brings me to my closing statement to confirm that yes, for better or worse, we are a generation that heavily relies on the newer use and abuse of hashtags, emoticons, and urban slang acronyms. I myself can hardly go without using emoticons in text. I even use it in emails at work, and unfortunately, I sometimes catch myself communicating verbally using pound hashtag, quotation marks, purple smile face with devil horns as a way to express my mixed enthusiasm for a typical day in the office. I would like to mention, although I am out of time, there is an amazing must-see YouTube video of Jimmy Fallon and Justin Timberlake giving tips on hashtag abuse. It is a must-see. References I would like to acknowledge for allowing me to share the actual matter of facts on my informative topic hashtag. One being chrismessina.me, where I gathered some information on the godfather of hashtag and what his role was in all of this and more. 2, a lifehack.org article written by David Arbox, who then resourced me to the oxforddictionaries.com. And my personal favorite to read was a social marketing blogger, Merle McDonald, where she expanded my knowledge on paralanguage and metalanguage and how we will be the generation to adopt these new language concepts.